Well, hello everyone again. This is Louis Beauchamp with Final Expense Direct, and today here we go. We got the starting team, the lineup back in front of us here. Ladies, how y'all been?
Good.
Good.
Good, good, good. Well, I appreciate you taking some time. It's been a little while since the last time you guys were on camera sharing your story and experiences, and this is a crazy time of the year, the end of the year, going into the fourth quarter. There's a lot of activity in that senior market out there. Good days, bad days. So, you guys just have fun, talk about what you guys are experiencing, and I'll come back and check in on you in about 10 minutes or so.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
All
Louis.
right, y'all be safe.
All right, Kelly. I guess we get started. I think both of us have we've been doing this a long time and we still do training every single day. You and I both. After our meeting, we still get in that training room every day and spend what, an hour, half
hmm
an hour, just to get our mind right. And just because you learn something. I mean, we've been doing this a long time. And even though we go in them trainings every day, we still learn something new every day,
hmm
right?
I like it how, and there's long-term people that have been here 10, 15 years, or the very successful people that are consistent all the time will hop in too
Mm-hmm.
and give little pieces of information too. So yeah, the trainings during the slumps, during the tough times, and I've been running into a little bit of a tough time lately. Um, So those trainings help. They remind you of things maybe you're forgetting, um, learning little new things. I love our trainings. I
They're the
love,
best.
and it's not even with the Final Expense Direct or our management. If you're having a bad couple days, they're not on top of you monitoring you that second right down, because sometimes you're going to have up and downs, and so they give you a chance. They're not on top of you like just, but they're there if you need them to pull in, and which I've
Well,
been
I
doing
think
recently, pulling
I
them
think
in.
what they do is they notice whenever you're struggling. So
Mhm.
they kind of come on and say, "Hey, um, you know, what do I've listened to some of your calls. Why don't you try this for a minute?" You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And you try it and it's like, oh, okay, there we go again. Because you start selling and you get in a groove and then you take a couple of days off and then you come back, you're lazy, you cut corners, you get in a slump, right? And
hmm
once you get in that slump, it's hard to get your mindset back out of it. So it's so nice to be able to jump in those meetings every morning, those trainings every morning, and just be able to get your head back in the game so that you can, you know, get yourself back on that path with the message that you should be giving these people, making that
yeah.
connection with them, you know.
Because there is so many pieces to this. I mean, it's our
Hmm.
attitude, it's our voice tone. Yesterday, in the afternoon, Jason and I listened to a couple of my calls, and I've listened to a couple recently, and I just sound not excited. I feel like, okay, you called in, here we go. Let's do this, let's do that. And I realize, but it wasn't all that. There was a call where, I was real upbeat and everything, so I was able to really hear the difference. And so that was helpful to me. What I tend to do is I start stressing myself out so much when I don't get sales, then I start getting more salesy. I got to make
Hmm.
a sale. I got to make a sale.
Hmm.
So we got to go back to remembering to help people, um, and not get, so yeah, the only way I will fail is if I give up. And I'm just not giving up. I'm never giving up.
Well, that's just like in today's meeting, the video he showed us. Don't give your pain or your excuses a voice.
Right.
Keep telling yourself, I feel outstanding, even when you're feeling like crap. No, I feel like outstanding. You stay in the game, you just keep pushing on. You've got to put in the hours. The only way to be successful is put in the talk time, get your message right, and connect. And you're not going to connect with everyone, you know. I remember one day the morning started out real bad. I just was not connecting with anyone. And I was like, I was getting frustrated, and I thought, oh, let me just stay in there. Ralph got in my ear and said, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "I'm just not connecting with anybody." But I ended up the other half of the last half of the day, I ended up pulling out three deals. So I mean, if I would have gave up at that time, I wouldn't have gotten those three sales because there are times when I've pulled myself out when I shouldn't have, when I just should have just stayed in there,
Hmm.
you know.
And that's what it's kind of 50-50, and that's why you need some place like Final Expense. That's why I love them so much here, is because, yeah, I mean, a good portion is me staying on the phone, taking call after call and going through it. But then there's that other portion there where when I'm not seeing it and I'm help me, help, what am I doing wrong? And they're right there to help with it.
Yeah, they're
So
right there.
um, even the little things like, thinking about all the calls. I mean, percentage rates or close rates are out of 100 calls. I
Right.
mean, we're supposed to close, they would like to close 15 to 20 calls out of 100. I mean, a
Yeah.
hundred's a lot of calls.
Yeah.
So who are the right people and where? And it's all of these little pieces that we have got to remember so that we stay straight and we can keep going. It's the
Mhm.
mindset of it all. And yeah, there's a lot of some days where I feel like I should take off the phone because
Mhm.
I feel like, gosh, but I can't. I don't want
Mhm.
to give up. I want to keep, and whether that's bad or good because of my message, but that's where, you spend an hour I spent an hour with Jason yesterday afternoon, and even we text after, and I said, see, the problem is with me, when I have a bad day, I mean, it goes all night. I mean, I'm mad. I'm furious
Oh,
and I'm
sure.
irritated and stressed. And so, just the deep breathing and the it's okay.
But
And
I don't think you feel any different than anyone else when you get to that point. I mean, that's a human feeling that we have.
yeah.
And if we just get to the point where we just, sometimes you just gotta, you're just here to help them. You just gotta listen to them. You can't talk from a script and and hear what they're saying. And if they're not for you, like Jason says, know it in 7 to 15 minutes or 7 to 12 minutes. If it ain't connecting, if they're not buying, get them off the phone, you know.
Right.
And they have to do all the talking. That way you can stay through those 100 calls. You know, you're making a mistake when you're doing all the talking. You know
And
you're
that's
screwing
so
up.
hard sometimes,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Jeez, it's so hard because you want to help walk them through, but we want them to walk themselves through. We just want to be kind of the facilitator of it.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
We're just there to hold their hand and guide them through the process.
Mm-hmm.
They have to tell us what they want, you know. And
Right.
like you said, we don't start selling until we tell them the benefits. What carrier, the Everest planning, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which I pulled all that up and which I really love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've all got our own carriers, ones we like
Right.
to go with, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for me, I know I don't do a whole lot of AIG because I'm able to put them through Transamerica, which I
Mm-hmm.
love. Um, unless, they're they have
There's a
cancer or
problem.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a serious problem. But um, there's so many avenues to be successful here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you if you're not afraid to reach out, because the help's there, and sometimes you don't even have to reach out. They'll reach out to you first. But it's not in you need to be doing better. You need to get these numbers up. It's nothing like that. It's just like,
Right.
hey, I hear in your voice that you're having. It's the same way. I mean, they're treating us the same way that we should be treating the people that we help every day.
Correct. Yeah. That's
Because they're
interesting.
not they're not here to they're here just to help us succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel the caring um that they have for us. You know, that's like said in training yesterday when we after our meeting that Kim brought tears to my eyes yesterday. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, and it affected me, you know, it affected me. There was no way I was going on the phones. I was jumping in that training. Um, you know, um,
Because he cares so much. He
oh
really
yeah,
does.
it
And
just,
that's the owner of the
yeah,
company, and he
yeah.
really cares.
Mm.
And we don't want to let him down. But yeah.
Oh, and I know that I have, you know,
Oh, yeah.
by not um uh, and it's true. You've got to do your game plans. Listen, I need to put in 5 to 6 hours a day of talk time. I need to strive to hit that 2, 3, 4, even 5 mark of
We need
sales
to
a
have our
day.
goal of
Right.
exactly what we're going to achieve and
Right.
what
If you
we
like
want
we
to
heard
achieve.
today, if you reach higher and you come a little lower than that, it's
You're going
probably
to
what you
fall where you.
you're going to fall higher than if you would have just, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? What he's saying there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um, you know, um, so I put that on little sticky notes and I have it on my computer now. So I just keep looking at it so that I can get myself in that right frame of mind and just, you know, feel outstanding, you know, be
And then we
fierce.
have the mindset, and then we have the voice tone. We
Yeah.
have the enthusiasm, the
Tonality.
curiosity, the wanting to
Hmm.
help,
Hmm.
all of that.
Comes
But you
together,
know
right?
what?
So
But
it
you know
sounds like
what?
All
you guys fixed the world. Did y'all just fix the
yeah.
world? Or
But
Yeah.
here's the
you
thing.
fixed yourself internally, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
But here's
I,
the thing.
I
Being a
love it.
mothers, I think naturally we want to help.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Um, we want to help these people. And sometimes I know I get on the phone with these people and I fall in love with them. Even the ones that I can help. You know what I mean? Um, and I've built such relationships with a lot of my clients and the people, even some that I don't help, um, because I really like them. You
There
know,
you
I
go,
really
ladies.
like them.
You guys are doing an amazing job. I'm telling you. And and sales is not easy,
Mm-mm.
and telesales
Oh no.
is not easy. And what we do is not easy. This is the pain, that people go through internally that when there's something happens in their life and they go, oh my God, and you guys are here to solve and help them go through it. So God bless you both for hanging in there, doing what you need to do. Pray that you make the fourth quarter a fantastic quarter for you, that all your goals and your dreams are completed the way you
We
want,
will.
and you're walking into the holiday season, So,
Yeah.
guys, let me get you back on the phone. Y'all be safe out there. Thank you for your time this morning. Again, Louis Beauchamp, Final Expense Direct. Y'all go check us out on YouTube, like and subscribe. Let's go make it happen, ladies. Y'all be safe.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.